Hey everybody, welcome back to B&B. Hopefully I can get this mic situation figured out. We're going to take the little T-dub here down to the corner store, get some fuel put in it, and test this camera out a little bit more and enjoy this nice beautiful day in upstate New York. They just finished paving this road. It used to be all dirt, but they paved up here to just past the last house, and then they left it dirt for not even a quarter mile. I don't know why they just didn't finish paving it, but gives me a little opportunity to hit a gravel road real close to home. I really hope this mic helps my wind reduction and kind of the voiceover issue I've been having. I'm not very tech savvy. There's the gravel. Hopefully I can get it figured out, but regardless, nice little ride after a long day. Beautiful weather too. We've been having such nice weather here in upstate New York. I really wish it didn't end, but you see the leaves on the road and the trees changing. It's inevitable, winter's on its way. There's 55 at 7,200 RPM. Not horrible. This has got a 49 tooth rear sprocket. The last video I posted, the audio quality sucked, so maybe I'll just say it again. It's got tusk handlebars, rocks risers, D-flex handguards, a Shinko 244 front tire, original rear tire which has to get changed, it's bald. New rear brakes, EBC, clutch fibers, EBC 10% stiffer springs. So far it seems to be doing alright. It's a really forgiving bike. I mean, what could really go wrong on this thing? It's ancient technology, basically. Maybe not ancient, but it's a 2010, but they started making them in '87 and have barely changed at all, which I'm sure anyone watching this already knows that. If you're looking at tw200, you're doing your research. What got me this bike, or I bought it for my daughter to ride in our hay fields and get to practice on. She wanted a dirt bike, but it's getting harder and harder to find places to ride in New York, so I figured if she gets this bike, she's 14, she can learn on it, and then when she's old enough, 16, you can get your permit in New York, so when she's old enough, she'll be able to get her permit and take this thing on trips with me. I'll be on the Norden, so that's probably not going to be the funnest of rides for me, because that thing will probably beat this in first gear and this in fifth. But she'll have fun. That's what matters. And when she's at school or doing whatever, I'll take off on the Norden and have my own fun. Took my wife to Starbucks the other day on it, her first ride on it. Showed her how the quick shift worked. I don't even know what the 0 to 60 was, but the 0 to 90 was insane. A 105 horsepower motorcycle, only 450 pounds. My buddy tried telling me a Harley Road Glide that has the same horsepower would beat it. I'm like, yeah. I'm not really bashing on Harley, but your 850-pound V-twin boat anchor is not going to beat that Husqvarna Norden. Not in a million years. I don't even care what you got done to it. It's double the weight. I used to have a Road Glide. It wasn't a bad bike. Just wasn't my style. Every time you went somewhere, you had to clean the damn thing. And if you didn't clean it, it looked like shit. Howdy, howdy. Soybeans are looking good. This is one of the neighboring farms near me. 2,600 acres, I think it is. Don't quote me. Ooh, little washboards here. I tell you what, this Shinko 244 on the front, it's awfully noisy on the road, it seems. I don't know if it's just me or it's probably just me, but boy, they'll put up a sawmill anywhere. The camera probably don't show it. This is pretty good size hill. Steep. Gas station's up here. We're getting close. I ran out once on this thing. I'm used to having bigger tanks on all my bikes, and I came down into town one day and the thing just died on me, and it was right when I got it. I thought I killed it. I had a 54 tooth rear sprocket on it, and I didn't have a tack, so I had it wound pretty good. Came down a hill and died going right into town. Coasting, got the throttle wide open, not doing nothing. Motor still turning over, but reached down, flipped it to reserve, and she took right off. Pretty good relief, knowing I didn't just demolish a bike I picked up and overwound it. Set the odometer back to 0. We're going to try and keep track of our mileage. I was just searching for 6th gear there. Got to remember I don't have that. I had a DR650 before. You'd think I'd learn and I'd know better, but I guess not. That used to be my all-time favorite bike. I've wanted one in the worst way for so many years. Finally got one, decked it right out, and then sold it. I just wasn't too happy with the, I don't know, it didn't really lack performance, but after riding some new stuff, I'd rather have EFI and all that. Like I said, I only got this for purposes of my daughter to ride, and it's nice to tool around on some small trails here and there when I don't feel like taking the Norden. But that Norden, I don't know, I get on this and it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it ain't a Norden. This is like that little kid fun, makes you feel young again, like you're out back in someone's farm or property where you shouldn't be, and Nobody really cared back then. You didn't get sued every time you turn around. But that Norton is heart pounding fun. Really gets the adrenaline flowing. We'll go see what the little pull off by the river up here looks like. Maybe nobody's there. It's a Monday, so hopefully they went to work and got out and went home tired. Or there's a bunch of welfares up here who don't want to work because New York State likes to pay them out of everyone who does work's pocket. Oh, no one's here. See if we can't get down by the river. A van down by the river. Ooh, that's a little drop off. We got it though. Nothing the TW can't handle. A lot of shale. Don't want to be doing no burnouts on the shale. End up slicing a tire. And I don't really feel like replacing them right now. I just got the thing. I'm trying to stay out of the water, but see if we can't get back up this bank. Pretty steep. Oh, this thing's a billy goat. Look at that. It's like riding a goat around. Hop right on the back of a ibex. Mountain goat. Not the CF Moto ibex. Even though I did look at one of them about buying one of them. The new 450 coming out, that's got my eye. The ibex 450. That thing's got a lot of features. I think it's going to really set the standard for all these other companies. Just my opinion, though. Hopefully no one's down here today either. Oh. You going in there? Yeah, all right. I couldn't tell. He might have had a cat with him. We're going to try a different resolution here on the camera. Used to be a little trail in the woods here. It's still there. We'll try it out. Oof. It's been a while since I've been in this one. Looks like it's been a while since anyone really has. A lot of grass. Oh, it's a dirt bike track. See if we can't hit any jumps with the TW. bottom her out, break the suspension. Ooh, there, little one. It got up a little bit, nothing crazy. I don't know where the way out is. I think we went the wrong way. That's a good thing this sucker's light. Oof. Gotta be here somewhere. Ooh. Muddy. Whoever's riding back here and owns it, they ought to trim some of their bushes. That's a hell of a rut. I'm going to stay right on the center. I'm looking for the exit. Hopefully it's up here, because... Oh, I think I see it. Yep, there's a road. She's kind of encroaching a little bit here. That guy fixing the lawnmower was actually one of my buddies. I don't think he recognized me. I didn't feel like talking. Like most days. I might be talking on here, but I tend to be quite the loner. We'll take the little seasonal road up here and then call it a night. Took this one in the last video, but this is where the audio quality was really poor. Hopefully we got this, got it figured out now. Ooh, heck of a rock there. But these Amish buggies really rut this up. Those horses pulling those buggies, they must really throw some roosts. Probably drag racing each other on this. Just drove through a bunch of one of them little clouds of bugs. I'm sure you guys have done it too. Except my face mask was open. Oh, there's the Amish. Hopefully we can get by them without spooking them. Ooh. Oh, they're... Looks like they're towing a boat. Yeah, they pulled over. Must have went fishing somewhere. I've done a lot of work for this Amish right here. They're not allowed to use heavy equipment. I dug out his pond there a little bit. Excavator work. I brought him some logs before when I was logging. Nice guy. He calls me back all the time, do odds and ends stuff. Did a drainage tile from his house down to this ditch. But I think that'll do it for today. If you like what you see, you want more content, I'm just starting at this, but mechanic work, if you guys want to see some mechanic work on some of this stuff, I work on all my own stuff. I am by no means the greatest mechanic, but I hold my own. You kind of have to learn this stuff growing up on a farm. But other than that, I'm going to call it a night. Don't forget to like and subscribe.